But yes, it definitely looked like I was melting. A list of female deviant conduct whose treatment requires special severity and rigor. Masturbation, homosexuality, unnatural mothers, mothers who fail to develop the instinct of motherhood, refusal of conjugal duties, and adultery. Wow. Like, a lot of this stuff is apparently based on what they actually did to women, like, in mental institutions and, like, female mental institutions and stuff of the time. It's like, that's fucking gross. Like, that's disgusting. I know that, like, times are different and all that jazz, but...
Let's look for Renee's room in the slightly agitated ward.
The slightly agitated. Is that upstairs? I think they said upstairs. Are we upstairs right now? No, we are downstairs. No worries. Oops. Number 6. Be this way, I think.
When there was too much chaos, they closed all the windows and the door. They turned off the lights, and it was pitch black. Some people fell asleep. Some others stopped seeing their demons and became more calm.
Whoa. The music's coming from that room. It's crazy actually being able to tell where sounds are coming from now. Oh, shock therapy. like right here. Do I have to go in and shut the door? Maybe I have to check all the doors. Maybe one of them opens. It's gotta be that one room with the music. I am stuck.
Let's close the window shutters, the door,
Okay.
and switch off all the lights. We want darkness.
Okay, here we go. Good timing on the narration, yeah.
They put a straitjacket on you. They gave you a cold shower. They suffocated you with a sheet.
Oh god, so they would essentially
Tied you to
waterboard
the
them?
bed. They tied me to the bed. A woman died next to me, choked by her own vomit. She was tied down because she wouldn't stop pleasuring herself. I can still hear her death rattle. I screamed, but nobody came. Everybody screamed in there, all of them. It was then I saw the doll, which wasn't Charlotte. No, she wasn't Charlotte. The past came back to hurt me again. In the loneliness of that crowded ward, he brought
Is that
it
the
with
Jurassic
him.
Park
I
guy?
thought I would never see him again.
Maybe it's a Mox to try and
He'd
lighten
come
the
to
mood.
remind me who I was. That's what my mother used to do. That's what I had done. It seems that my life in here was just a repeat of what it had been outside. The doll, the fear, the shame. I'd have loved
I'm
to erase
guessing I
everything
know what that
did,
was about. I'm
but
not gonna
instead
say it
I
on
always
stream
went ahead
because this
and did it
game
again.
is really fucking dark and twisted. But yeah.
Montefoscoli,
Okay.
November 12th, 1939. My dear daughter, it is with great sadness that I heard what happened. Your transfer and your sufferings are a cause of great worry for me. It will take time, but you'll see, things will improve. They'll treat you and you'll get better again. I pray a lot, every day. Write to me often and tell me if you need anything. I promise I'll do what I can. Try to be strong. Mom. This is the last letter she wrote to me. Once I was put into this ward, I was overwhelmed by loneliness. After that medical examination, I received no more letters from Mom. Why is that man here? Why doesn't she come to see me? Did I make a mistake? It didn't seem like she wanted to abandon me. What did I do wrong? I'd like to be able to reply to her again now, to change things.
Please, I beg you, get me out of this place. It frightens me so much. They've taken everything away from me, everything. They hurt me really badly. I'm so alone. Nobody knows about me. It's as if I don't exist. I have a fear which I can't understand. I'm completely confused. I can't keep on living like this without any reason. I can't even cry anymore. You were right. I know I was wrong. I realize now. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. Even my friend helped me do something. These ones here are obviously really bad. In terms of, like, mental health and healing. I'm trying to pick the options that I think are the healthiest, I guess. These two, definitely not. I think this one here, pretty much. Because what it does is, it talks about how she knows that there's something she doesn't like, but she doesn't know what it is. She doesn't know how to express what's going on. But now I'll behave for sure. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. They hate me. He hates me. He wants to kill me, but nobody understands. Nobody believes me. I don't know what's happening to me. Sometimes I don't even know where I am. I just wish I could die. Every night I hope I don't wake up again. This one is clearly the healthiest. I mean, nothing here is, like, healthy. But this is probably the least, unhealthy in terms of mental health. This is what somebody who's going through mental health would think is healthy. You know, I'll do what everybody wants. I'll be good. I won't be bad anymore. Don't worry. But
perhaps she would have listened to me. Will she reply?
Hey, it stopped. It's not doing anything. Did it crash? No? Okay, we good.
The letters were sent to the archive. It was their job to post them.
Okay, so where's the archive? Probably on the first floor? That'd be my guess. I might have picked wrong on the bottom one, like on the last one, but it seemed like the best one. I mean, this kind of looks like an archive, right? That was like the cut and paste death letter. Where's the archive? Which of these is the archive? Maybe it is upstairs? Give me a hint, lady. Okay, it's, there's no way it's up here. Yeah, it's gotta be downstairs. Hi! Somebody had to say hi. Hi. I just hear this like little mew. Hi. Hi. I don't know if you guys can hear him. He is talking when I talk to him. Hi, Comet. Chin scratch. Chin scratch. How do you say archive in Italian? Does anybody know how to say archive in Italian? That's admissions. if I click on it, it tells me, it says it in English. Admissions waiting room. I don't see archive. Well, don't I feel silly now? Okay, let's go check the upstairs one. He's lying on his back with his head stuffed into the dragon cushion. Patient storeroom and archive, number 12. Far side this way.
When you were sent to a lunatic asylum, you lost the right to possess anything. Everything you arrived with was packed up and stored here, even the clothes you were wearing, in case you were released one day, but far too many never left. Dear Mother, please, I beg you, get me out of this place. I'm so frightened here. You were right. I know I was wrong. I understand. I'm so ashamed. If only you knew how much. But now I'll behave myself, I promise. Now things will be fine. I'll work hard. I'll be very good. Your daughter, Renee.
Not fulfilled?
This letter. It was Renee's letter, just as she wrote it back then. But it was never sent. Why? Why did this happen? I received your letter, Mom. You tell me to be patient and strong, while I only feel fear and pain. And you don't write to me anymore. If only these words could be my soul, I'd tell you what was happening to me. The kids want to kill me. They all look the other way and tell me what to do. I don't understand. She helps me, but what have they done to her? Can you tell me? Will you help me? Renee.
Wow.
Montefoscoli, July 7th, 1940.
So they just didn't send any of her letters.
My dear daughter, I have received no news from you. You have not contacted me
And they stopped delivering
months.
her letters.
I'm sorry, but
To
I
her-
don't have
from her
the money
daughter.
to come and visit you.
From her mother.
Do you remember Mr. Onofrio? He'll soon be in Volterra for business. I've asked him if he would be kind enough to ask the director for some news about you. I hope he'll bring me some good news when he returns. But please write to me. I know that I was strict with you. You have to forgive me. I didn't think. I've given Mr. Onofrio a new doll for you.
It was the guy
You told
that
me
was
that
there.
you lost yours, and I know you loved it so much. It's not as nice as your Charlotte, but I hope that it will comfort you nonetheless. Keep your chin up, darling. Everything will be fine, you'll see. Mom. Montefoscoli, October 12th, 1940. My dear daughter, I've written 2 letters to you and have received no reply. Every day, I'm anxiously waiting for a letter. Mr. Onofrio's back. He brought you the doll. Do you like it? He told me he was unable to speak to the director, but managed to see you. I pray for you every day. Even Don Gino said a prayer for you during Sunday Mass. Isn't that nice? I've made up my mind, Renee. I'm bringing you home. I've already written to the director. I told him that I'll take care of you. I'm not very well at the moment and can't work, but I'll get better soon, you'll see. And as soon as I can make the journey, I'll come and fetch you. I know you're suffering a lot, but please be strong, I beg you. Mom will come and fetch us, won't she? Mom is good, but she's not well. That's why that man came. She also sent us the doll. I could have played with it and talked to it while waiting for her to come, but Renee didn't bring it with her. Perhaps she's been abducted like all the others and is locked up here somewhere.
What was the name of the friend we had? Something with it. Amara. A. Nope. Nothing. Okay. I wanted to check. We can't push it back in, though, which is weird. So you are, like, they do sort of expect you to check? I don't think any of those are going to have anything in them.
Let's look for the second doll. It'll be among the bundles of the patient's belongings.
Yeah. Ah. Climby.
Now we can open the bundle on that table in front of the window. You see? Mom was good. I was bad. Mom was worried about Renee and Charlotte. I abandoned Charlotte. We've abandoned her. May the Lord guide your path and keep you from sin. Mom.
Nothing on the back. Okay. Renee. Am I supposed to do something else? Put on the shoes.
Let's look for Charlotte. We have abandoned her. Will she still be where we abandoned her, under the warm lights?
Didn't abandon her. There we go.
I didn't do anything. I just obeyed orders.
I only obeyed orders.
Charlotte's gone away. Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad.
orders. Won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders. Mom will come and get us now. I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
Even though we're bad.
Mom won't leave us alone. I didn't do anything.
Charlotte gone away.
I only obeyed orders.
Mom will come and get us now. She loves us, even though we're bad.
I didn't do anything. I only obeyed orders.
So even as a kid, this gets crazy loud in some spots. It's weird. It's loud for me too. I think that's the intent, right? I still have to potentially tweak settings. I have to look into how voice meter works. Because controlling the volumes isn't quite the same, so I have to look into how it works. Electroshock. Here, I can turn it down for you guys a little bit. Hopefully that's a bit better. Here we go.
September 7th, 1938. The patient frequently indulges in recriminations expressed in an explosive tone of voice. This morning she threw away the milk, saying it was full of urine, spittle, and all kinds of other filth. Crazed, she hears voices that order her to do things. She says she heard children singing and that they were locked up in a school. January 20th, 1939. Introverted, dazed, cannot focus on anything. When questioned and stimulated, she starts crying and weeping. At other times, she laughs. June 1st. Apathetic. Eats very little. She refuses to be touched. Does not respond. Spends her time in the grounds. The cooks report that she sits on a bench in front of the kitchens. October 14th.
Oh, Zamara,
Return of
figment of my
impulsive
imagination.
This morning she asked for 2 eggs to make zabayoni, but when she got them, she threw them up in the air. Excited, clamorous, slightly confused, takes her clothes off. December 8th. Tied to bed for 15 days. High-spirited, tends to make witty comments and use vulgar words. Laughs hysterically and pleasures herself. The nurses report that about 2 weeks ago she remained in the showers on her own and didn't want to leave. They said that when they took her away, she swore at them and then lashed out and bit them. 2 nurses had to be treated for their injuries. They've kept her tied to the bed since then. Transferred to the slightly agitated ward, from the care of Dr. B to the care of Dr. C. I was with Amara in the showers. My memories are terrifying. They're not real, are they?
Yeah, they're just a figment of my imagination. What reality are you referring to? Memory is what you are, whether it's real or not. Yeah, it's called, apparently it's called the slightly agitated ward. I'm gonna guess it was to try and, like, be a little more, like, a little less disconcerting to the patients, i.e. inmates. What should we pick? I don't know what would be, like, the healthiest thing to say, which is what I'm trying to pick. I think, yeah, they're just a figment. That's what I was thinking is C. Because it's kind of like how my brain works, right? It'd either be A or C, but C is kind of how my brain works, so I'm gonna pick that.
December 15th. Dr. C. Patient notes. The abnormality of her psychic state has induced her to lead a life which is irregular and tends towards delinquency. Of fickle and flighty character, she regularly discards her household duties and engages in occasional prostitution. Delinquency? Maybe I answered someone back rudely, yes, and people get on my nerves at times, but delinquency and prostitution? No, why? Why say a thing like that? The old doctor tried to understand, but this one just labels you without thinking, or even trying to comprehend.
Hi.
Her mental deficiency makes her deaf to the reprimands of her family. She has shown suicidal tendencies. She was brought to the ward yesterday, agitated and hysterical. Treated with cardiazol, 2 injections a week for 5 weeks.
Hey.
They were only trying to confuse us with the therapy, and my God, they succeeded. It was as if they wanted to instill the madness into us.
It was the only treatment they could try. There were so many of you. What could they do to manage that hell when there were so few of them? The ends always justify the means for those who wield power. Okay, I definitely wouldn't think C. I'm gonna pick A, I think.
It was torture, but we had no choice. Nobody explained anything. No one tried to help us understand. We were like farm animals.
You were too many and they were too few. It was impossible to do otherwise. They also had their nightmares within these walls. They didn't know what to do with you. You were damn dangerous, condemned souls who could have taken care of you. I'm gonna go with B. Go with B. I don't even know what those icons mean.
June 2nd. After a long period of calm and improvement, the patient is very agitated today and vehemently refuses to submit to a gynecological examination. She swears and curses those helping her, flailing her arms and hitting them. According to reports by Dr. B, the patient has been subjected to periodic checkups since she had a spontaneous abortion about 2 years ago in her 3rd month of pregnancy. Conception occurred after she had sexual intercourse with a stranger who sneaked into the hospital grounds.
Ew.
Details are contained in the charges filed at police headquarters in Volterra, a copy of which is attached to these clinical notes. ES therapy. A spontaneous abortion? It's not true. I can't believe it. How could I have invented things if I didn't even know what they were doing to me?
It really happened. They made you have an abortion, but it was illegal, and so they reported it as a random incident.
And the stranger in the grounds, I don't remember. Was that another lie? Or was another memory removed? God, my head.
Who knows? We'll never know. There are a lot of things you don't remember as if you hadn't done them. It wasn't you. Perhaps it was her, the other Renee. You know she did those things. There are a lot of things you don't remember as if you hadn't done them.
June 13th. The nurses report that she descended into a state of great mental confusion after receiving her mother's letter. She threw her soup over another inmate because she was very anxious, and then punched a nurse. Impulsive, flails about her. She rails against the doctor in vulgar terms while he is examining her, lashes out and spits. Block all correspondence to give the patient no further reason to become agitated. August 20th, tied to bed. The nurses report that the patient is extremely agitated after the visit of a relative or family friend. 2 days later, she is still shouting all the time that he commands her, that she must obey and harm herself, and that she is not Charlotte. All visits forbidden, constrained to bed, and intensification of ES therapy until we achieve results. Calm down. You must be calm. Don't get agitated. We'll make you calm down. Is that the only thing that matters? Is tranquility worth the price of not living?
Hundreds of us agitated, squeezed into the most inadequate of spaces. Staying calm was essential for our well-being. What alternative was there? In any case, it was a life not worth living. Certainly not, but at least that way from outside, everything seemed more acceptable. C. I'm going with C.
March 3rd. Alert, correct attitude, replies when questioned. The nurses report that the patient is calm. She washes and looks after herself. She affirms the existence of a certain Amara, She says that Amara is a patient who disappeared when she was moved to this ward. No confirmation.
I bet she was put on
Probably a
medication
regressive
when she moved to that
hallucination.
ward.
Evaluate transfer. Did
And
I
that's why
imagine
Amara
Amara?
disappeared.
That's not possible. She was there. I know she was there. I feel it. She must have left some traces of her presence. We can try to find her medical records in the archive where their letters were filed.
I did that already. Yeah, all the way then. There's like sounds behind me.
Amara B.,
Oh.
aged 32, housewife, mother of 2 daughters, married to Mario B. So Amara does exist. Yet she had no children and wasn't married, but that photo, it's her. June 3rd, 1936. Admitted yesterday, showing signs
she get
of improvement.
released?
June 8th. Cheerful, calm, and tranquil. Her
Yeah,
behavior
she
is
got
good and she's
discharged.
keeping herself
Okay.
clean and tidy. Discharged on June 10th. April 28th, 1937. Arrived accompanied by her husband in an anxious and nervous state. Has difficulty speaking, trembles. Discharged May 14th. March 8th, 1938. A few days before Renee was admitted, she told me that she too had been admitted only a short time previously. Arrived yesterday in a febrile state. Discharged March 14th. She didn't leave. Certainly not after a few days. No. June 22nd, 1939.
Okay, so she's
Readmitted
essentially
once
just
more,
in and
the
out.
patient shows rapid improvement. Discharged July 2nd.
Was she being
August 1st,
poisoned?
1941. The latest of many admissions due to agitation. Discharged August 27th. She came and went, stayed only for short periods, but I remember she was always with me. What's going on?
I wonder if Amara was getting poisoned.
March 4th, 1942.
That's why she always
Back
gets
again,
better
same
whenever she's
situation.
back in.
March 8th. Compared to previous admissions, the patient seems depressed even after a few days, although her demeanor is calm and she is attentive. Discharged March 25th. April 2nd. The patient is distracted and apathetic. Her husband brought her here and said, "She's not eating, doctor. She spends all her time sleeping. I'm so worried, doctor. You know her. You can help her." April 6th. Tuberculosis. Patient transferred to the Maragliano Pavilion and is in isolation. May 3rd, 1942. Death
Oh.
from tuberculosis at approximately 8:30 a.m. Is Amara dead? Poor dear friend, I wasn't even able to say goodbye to you. Enclosed is a manuscript written by the patient, probably in a state of delirium. I'm dying, I know it. I'm losing a lot of blood, bleeding internally too. It's strange. Since I came back in here, I can't stop thinking about that little girl with her sad eyes, her desperation. I only saw her for a short time, it's true, but she remains in my heart. Will she still be here? I hope to God not. I hope she's better and her mother's taken her home. My memories don't match up. What's the point of this?
So she,
Perhaps my
Amara
memory is
was
playing
real,
tricks on me.
but she
Things are not as I remember them,
potentially
as I see them. But she said she liked me.
imagined their
I just can't understand
relationship,
it. I just wanted to say goodbye to her for the last time.
which
I
is
never even said
kind of what we were
goodbye to her.
talking about, Max, about how people will like see what they want, and especially
How could a
build up
soul
relationships that
survive
don't
this?
exist when you're doing
I
that
so
poorly.
want to feel things again. Pain, passion. Feel the damp tears rolling down my face. To remember that I was alive.
missed a memory?
I can't be sure it's Amara's. These crosses are nameless. How will we ever know who is buried here?
Who lit the candles? Oh.
There are no names. We were worth nothing and dead, as in life. If there was someone out there who cared for you, well, perhaps. I had Mom. Let's go and wait for her. She'll come and get us. She promised.
Where are we supposed to go?
Mom will come. She'll come. She promised, and she'll come to get us. She'll take us home. Now I understand. I won't misbehave anymore. I won't misbehave again, Mom. Please don't leave me here. I won't cause any trouble. I'll be quiet in my corner. How I miss that dark corner where I used to spend whole days.
Am I just going in circles?
Let's wait for Mom in the waiting room.
There's a waiting room? Where the fuck is...
I'll stay there like a good little girl. But take me away from this place.
I'm curious. What achievements do I have? Okay, so there's different versions of the chapters. So we're on 12A right now. How do I get to the waiting room? The little lake? I found a place. Am I just supposed to go back in that little room?
I must always concentrate on nothingness.
Oh, here's a path.
Otherwise, I get confused and I'm afraid I won't be able to find my way back. Any thoughts upset me so violently, and I can't handle them.
I found a path.
I'm afraid of myself, of what I might do when I get confused and don't remember anything.
Okay, there's the asylum again.
There are some wounds I'm not aware of. And that's the pain that causes me the most anguish. I only wish I could hide away in a shell, in my little corner. See no more, hear no more, no longer exist. Take me away, Mom, I beg you.
Go up here. Okay, so then we go back. And that's the waiting room there.
What if she's been already, and she's already left? Let's check in reception. Miss, please send the following telegram to Ada T. Discharge of Renee T. Impossible. Psychiatric evaluation negative.
Oh.
This is a life sentence. I can't spend my whole life in here. I can't. It's a death sentence.
Oh.
chi la mariterebbe Madame Adoré, con chi la mariterebbe.
Uno spazzacamino, Madame Adoré, uno spazzacamino.
E come la vestirebbe Madame Adoré, e come la vestirebbe.
Di stracci e di toppe, Madame Adoré, di stracci e di toppe.
Uscite dal mio castello, Madame Adoré, uscite dal mio castello.
Oh, quante belle figlie, Madame Adoré, oh, quante belle figlie.
So belle me le tengo, Madame Adoré, so belle me le tengo.
Me ne domanda una, Madame Adoré, me ne domanda.
Oh. Oh. It's not as wobbly anymore. Maybe. Still wobbly. So she's the school, the same as the asylum, the same as a jail.
I do a lot of bad things. I don't tell anyone, but Mom knows just the same. I'm not like the others, Mom. Why not?
Can we go back up?
Mr. Onofrio is very kind and helps us. If he's not here, I have good reason to be afraid.
Okay, so we're looking for all of the drawings.
Renee's kind to Don Gino, but he always frightens me. A cat goes into my mouth and eats me from inside. At least you can't see what's happening.
That's pretty disturbing.
Don Gino knows everything. He speaks to God and he tells him lots of things. We learn so many things at school, and so we have to attend. How would we get on if we didn't?
I'm trying to determine if this is like, oh god, like a bee lasering my brain.
A blackbird's eating my head. That's why it hurts so much.
Oh. Yeah.
My baby Charlotte is so beautiful, and she's so good. But Renee isn't.
I don't think I've gone this way.
There are a lot of them. They want to hurt me. They fly. Even Charlotte can't help me. Mom works so hard because I have to eat, or I won't grow.
Wow.
When I was small, I never used to eat. Poor mother.
Sounds like she might have always been a little off.
Mr. Onofrio is so nice. I'm bad because I'm not kind.
Left or right? Right. What
Mr.
the?
Onofrio helps Mom. How would we manage if he didn't?
Oh. I think Mr. Onofrio was doing mommy. Is that what that is for, Mux? Yes.
Mom always has to work because it's so cold in winter. When I was little, I never used to sleep. Poor Mom.
One more. No, we got these ones. Okay. Which one are we missing? Okay, so I know we went that way. Did we go this way?
What's happened?
What is this place? Maybe I'm dead. I can't see any light. Maybe I am dead.
This is how it started, I think.
I can't get up.
Yeah, this is what happened. This is how it
What's
started.
happening to me? There's no one here, but these noises.
Sort of. Like the scene was at the beginning of the game.
God, my head is killing me. I can't keep my eyes open.
Hi, Comet. This should be the maximum security ward, at my guess. Upside down. Upside down. I'm on the ceiling. Who's pushing me? Did I break it by going upside down? Now I can't, like...
The patient had previously expressed suicidal feelings, but never acted on them. Yesterday, she injured herself with sharp-pointed scissors. Sedated herself, transferred into an isolation cell. May 10th, transferred. Agitated.
There you go. There's the fully agitated ward. So I guess that's for the people that are, like, actually full-on violent and trying to kill themselves.
Claims to have memory lapses, entire days about which she remembers nothing. Anxious and seeks reassurance. Which she has no memory.
Alright, guys. We'll finish this up another time. I'm going to call it a night just so that I can kind of relax and stuff. So thank you guys so much for exploring this with me. It's definitely interesting. That's for sure. Oh, I see. I think it shows you how to unlock them. Anyways. We'll play some more later. And, yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out. We'll see you guys all next time. Bye, everybody.